Hello, we have kickstarted our CAT 25 courses and preparation. Our QA course sells like hotcakes. We are very popular. DI course is not as popular just because we do not have enough free material on the social media. So we are starting to put out a little of DI sets also to show you that we are equally competent in DILR as we are in QA. We are starting with very easy sets. The one that when a mentor says that a person who is a puzzle enthusiast will find handling DILR sets more easy. So what does a puzzle enthusiast do? So those sets we are posting in our groups right now. So if you like our teaching or you want to receive these puzzles regularly, you can consider joining the group. We have kept our course prices very reasonable, very low this time. So look out, the link is in the description. So do this set. I'm getting out of the way. Pause it. I again repeat, it's a second starter set. The level of difficulty is easy. You should be able to handle it. The challenge is just how do you handle this clue number 1. There's a wealth of information over here. Give it a good try and only then continue watching this explanation. Now, so hopefully you have heeded my advice. Yeah, these are the gist of it. So there are 5 persons, their first names are there, they have husbands, the gift, each wife follows a distinct profession, there's also last name. Okay, so now how do you handle this? The 5 wives are Mrs. Banerjee, Brajesh's wife, Julie, doctor, and the one who gifted gloves. So these are 5 different people. So the information here is Brajesh's wife is not Mrs. Banerjee. Mrs. Banerjee is not Julie. Julie is not the doctor is not the one who gifted is not this. So these are 5 different individuals. So how do you handle? So what happens is typically, the header row or the column, the first row, the column headings, people would start by taking them as Monisha, Julie, Kiera, Prerna, Simran, because that's the first set of data that comes. But when such a data comes, that's not a great idea. So that is the biggest learning in this set. So in this set, if such a data comes in, the best way to handle is take those 5 different individuals. So I'll just give them a heading 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So these are the 5 individuals, and I know the first names of the wives, first name of the husbands, the last name, the profession of the wife, and gift. So this is the grid. Now this becomes, these are 5 individuals, there's no order amongst them, we are just saying first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? Our one is Mrs. Banerjee, so you need to use common sense that this is the last name, so one last name is Banerjee. Brajesh's wife, now Brajesh would be the first name of a husband, again you'll have to assume that sort of data here, right? Is another individual, so this is not that, that's the second. So the husband's name is Brajesh for another woman, and Julie is a third woman, is not these 2, so Julie is the first name of this, and the doctor is another one, the 4th profession is a doctor. And the one who gifted gloves, gift is gloves. So this is how you handle a data like this. And if you haven't been able to get the set, now that you have a fresh idea, again pause it and finish it. Right now you should be able to complete it. Such a data is repeated over here again, the 5 different husbands are. So now how will you use this in an already filled up set? This you used up in a blank set. So it was reasonably easy. It was just whether you knew this or you did not know it. This, how do you use this in a filled up set? Try it again, students. I'll again tell you, watching videos or is not going to help you as much as struggling with it. Even if it takes 30 minutes, 40 minutes, do it. Don't worry about the time. Anyways, I'll finish it off. Hereafter, it's an easy set. The LOD is easy. Why? Because the other clues are very easy. Obviously, yes, agreed that this is a little tough, but the others is very easy. Jagdeep Gupta received, so he would be the husband, a plum cake. Who is a doctor? Now, who is a doctor is directly given, and you know there's a doctor. So therefore, I said the set becomes easy. So the doctor husband is Jagdeep Gupta. So the last name is Gupta. Jagdeep Gupta, and received a plum cake. So quite a few things got filled up here because of this, and I think so everything is taken care of here. Now the scarf was gifted, so scarf can be 1, 2 or 3 by the editor. So 1, 2 or 3, now the profession is also empty here, and the gloves by the programmer. So while you can't do much with scarf and the editor, though there's a package deal that editor and scarf has to come together, just keep that in your mind. And gloves by the programmer, so programmer is fixed. Kiera Agarwal is a lawyer, so now I need a lawyer, has to be in 1, 2, 3, the other is filled up. 3 is taken up by Julie, so has to be a Kiera Agarwal, can't be 2, so has to be 1, right? So Kiera, oh, Agarwal, this doesn't fit in. Oh, oops. So where did we go? Sorry. Kiera Agarwal is a lawyer. Lawyer has to be a Kiera. Okay. Sorry. Kiera Agarwal will not come in here. So Kiera Agarwal is here. Right? I hope you got that. That was a blooper by me. Kiera Agarwal. There's no other place. It can't go here because the lawyer has to be amongst 1, 2, 3. Okay, and 3 is taken up because of the first name, and 1 is taken up because of the second name. So that leaves this one is a lawyer. And don't forget that we had left out editor and scarf, so keep thinking of it always. So editor, scarf, 1 or 3. Okay, so this is taken care of. Now this becomes a tough part of how do you handle it. But before I go over that, let's see Prerna. There's one more clue, so let me finish that. Prerna Ahuja is a programmer. Oh great, so direct clue. Programmer I know, so this is Prerna. And what? Ahuja. So the last name is Ahuja. So this is filled up, only 1 is left, whichever is the one left here. Okay. And Julie is not the editor. Julie is not the editor, so this one has to be the editor. And if this is the editor, this has to be the scarf. Scarf, what is the spelling? Oops, S-C-A-R-F. Okay, good. So quite a bit thing is done. So we are left with this, and we should fill in the leftovers. The 5 husbands are Kinshuk. Now Kinshuk is one of the husband, but I still have 3 blanks here, so I don't know which column that is. The one who received apple pie. Okay, apple pie is going to be either 2 or 3. Okay, so leave out which you don't know. We are almost at the end of it, na? So just make use of what you know. Tarun Ahuja is the 3rd one. Okay, so thankfully I got one name. Ahuja is that. Tarun Ahuja is 5. So this person is the 5th one. 5th one. The editor's husband is the 1st one. Column number 1. Okay, but I don't get more information here. And Monisha Gupta's husband. Oh, so there's a Monisha Gupta. This can't, oh, there's here Gupta. So this has to be Monisha. Monisha Gupta's husband is another one. So this is 4. So 1, 4 and 5 are done. So which are the other 2 individuals left? 1 is done, 4 is done, 5 is done, 2 and 3. So Kinshuk and apple pie will be in 2 and 3. So Kinshuk has to be in 2 or 3. 2 is taken by Brajesh. So this is Kinshuk. And so Kinshuk is 3rd individual. So apple pie is the 2nd individual. Okay, because there are 5 individuals. So this is apple pie. And now if you look, here only 1 is left, in this row 1 is left, in this row 1 is left, this row 1 is left, and this row 1 is left. So who is left? Simran is left. and the other data is also directly given. I'm sure you can fill that in, right? So it becomes a pretty easy cakewalk if you just knew how to handle this clue.